Hello and welcome back to the Stitch with Love podcast. My name is Shannon. I am a knitter and a crocheter coming to you from Palmerston North, New Zealand. It has been a wee while. To be perfectly honest, I'm not quite sure what happened. I don't know why I stopped recording, but I don't know, but I miss it and I want to get back to it, so that's why I'm here today. I did try to record one last week, but my phone, which I use to record my videos, had another idea. So, I do have just a note about lighting. I hope it's okay. I do have the curtains next to me currently closed because it's winter here, which means the sun can be quite low, and then I get blinded. And you get a horrible glare on my glasses. I mean, you can even see it a little bit from the window over there, but it's not quite so bad. And if I can keep my glasses on, that's preferable because I can see without them, but I'll get sore eyes. So if we can keep them on, that is the ideal. So yeah, I haven't been here for a while, so to be perfectly honest, I cannot remember what I was working on last time I saw you. So I'm just going to show you some stuff that I finished recently and then get into what I'm working on right now. I have a pile right next to me, including some bags on the floor. I seem to have accumulated a lot of works in progress, and due to a reason that I will talk about later in the podcast, I seriously need to finish them. And I need to work through my stash. So we need to get a wriggle on. Anyway, what's this doing? My hair is not having it today. It's Sunday, and so to be perfectly honest, I am a little bit just like kind of chilling, really. So I haven't done much with my hair because I'm not really leaving the house. I'm cleaning and I'm knitting, and that's kind of it. Anyway, what I'm wearing, it's sitting a bit weird. I did block this, but I think I actually knitted the wrong size. This is one of my Advent projects from last year. My necklace is twisted, sorry, that's going to irritate me. This is, I don't know if you can see, it's hard to see, the Radvent Cardi by Ambah Obrien, and it is knit in Yarns 2023 The Wild Advent. So I really enjoyed knitting this. The colours are beautiful. This is probably the most colourful piece that I have because I don't tend to wear things that are so colourful. I tend to pick a couple of colours and stick to that kind of palette, but I actually really like this. However, it is a little bit too small, so I think I just picked the wrong size, but that is okay. If I wear it open, you can't really tell, so that's fine. I have worn it to uni a couple of times, and then I'm wearing it today. It is not, I wouldn't say cold. It's not cold. It's a bit windy. It feels cold if you go outside because it's windy, but in the house it's fine. So yeah, I finished that probably about a month ago now, I think. I've also been knitting a lot of socks because of summer sock camp. So I finished these a little while ago. These are autumn something. I can't remember the name of them, by This Handmade Life. And the yarn is the March sock squad from Farmer's Daughter Fibres. So I am part of the Farmer's Daughter's Fibres, why am I finding that a mouthful? Sock squad this year. So this is the March colourway. So I finished those, and then I have May. Yes, because I'm still knitting April's because I'm behind. May. These look a little bit gross because I have worn them and I need to rewash them, so apologies. I wore them at my dad's house, and my dad has a dog, so I mean can probably imagine the fact that they're, you know, got dog fur on them and they need another wash. I think my washing machine decided to do a spin cycle. Maybe it will stop. I'll be back. I closed the door, so hopefully you can't hear it. Need another load of washing. Oh gosh, jeez. But yeah, these are the May sock squad. I just did basic shorties. Nothing much to write home about these ones because I like wearing shorties, and yet these seriously need a wash. That side looks cleaner for whatever reason. I don't know why. But anyway, May Farm Sort of Fibres, and then I finished another pair. Would have been, oh, when was that? Friday actually, so a couple of days ago. This is the, what month are we? June. June sock squad. Again, another pair of shorties. These, I actually can't remember what they said the inspiration was for these. I think it's an animal, to be perfectly honest. But I saw these and my first thought, especially the main colour, was rhubarb. So I kind of nicknamed these my rhubarb socks because I look at that main colour and I think of rhubarb. But I actually can't remember what the inspiration was for this colourway. Again, basic shorties. Really? Now someone's decided to mow their lawn. It's been quiet all day. Washing machine was my fault, but I just can't forget about it. Anyway, so yeah, nothing really to write home about. I finished these. They're quite good for walking and knitting. So I need to do one of my other socks, my walking and knitting now, because I finished these. And that's kind of it, really. I haven't really got much else to show you. And I got a notification and that can go away. Sweet. I have a lot of pairs of socks. I seem to have accumulated a lot of sock whips. So we'll get started with those. And then, pretty sure this one here is a hoe half object. It is. So this is the, I just said before what this was. April sock squad. This is the Woodland walk socks by this Handmade Life. Now, normally, so the stitch count on this, if I use that stitch count, normally they're too big. So I was like, okay, I will go down a needle size. So I'm currently knitting on 2mm DPNs. However, I'm finding this is quite tight. So maybe my gauge on DPNs is tighter? I'm not too sure, but these are a little bit squish. But that's okay, they fit. It's a little bit hard to get over my heel. I don't know. Maybe it will block. But I mean, even, like, it's probably hard to see on the camera. But like, yeah, I don't even know if you're going to be able to see this, but like comparing the two, this is on Magic Loop. And these are DPNs. Like the stitches even look tighter and smaller. Maybe my gauge just changes. Anyway, I don't have much on the second one because I have been busy with other projects, which I'll get to shortly. I've done the cuff, basically. I've done the cuff and I started the leg. These are Knit Pro DPNs, and this bag I picked up from a local market. It's not actually, I think, meant to be a project bag. I think it's actually a makeup bag, but I decided to use it as a project bag, not a makeup bag, because to be honest, I don't really wear makeup and I have a makeup bag already, so I don't need a makeup bag. I do need project bags though, because I seem to have too many projects. So yeah, sock whip number 1. That is finished now. So this bag I actually need to empty. This is what my latest finished object was in. This bag is by Little Black Hen, local maker to me. Another one. Work chat's going off, not helpful right now. These are old. These are from Christmas. These are my Christmas socks. So, basic vanilla sock. However, I did a short row heel on this one. There we go. You can see it now. Haha. This yarn is Mrs. Peacock Yarns, and I have the tags. So the main colour, which is this big gobstopper ball. Oh, I've got fluff up my nose. Ugh, I don't even have any mohair. Oh dear. Anyway, this is Christmas Lights, which is 100 grams, approximately 357 meters, 80% merino, 20% nylon. Whoopsies. And then the mini, which is in the same base, called her steadfast base, by the way, is called Ambah. Oh geez, I'm gonna drop it. There we go. So I am almost finished the foot. I haven't started the toe. Almost done the foot, and then I had to do the toe, and then I've got to do the other one. These are on 9-inch circulars, which when I first started using them, I did not enjoy because I found they hurt my hands, but I think I figured out how to make them work. And I'm actually finding them quite fun, but I do find they take me longer than, say, Magic Loop. So, yeah, I did the heel on the 9-inch circulars, but I will use either DPNs or Magic Loop for the toe. And then I've just got a little stopper, but like it's coming off for whatever reason. But just to stop me losing my stitches, because that's not fun. Oh, I couldn't find my pair of scissors. Found them. They're in here. This bag as well, I've had for about 2 years now. I got it from Capital Fibre Fest the first time I went when we first moved to Palmy. So, yep. And then it's not the last sock whip. It's just another one. This bag is by Knit Bits. It is very old, Japanese knot bag, and again, got it at Capital Fibre Fest in 2021. But now in 2023. And this is a sock for my brother-in-law. And I've not done very much on it yet. I've done the cuff and I've started the foot, but I've got distracted with other projects and like the sock squad and all that. This yarn is by, this cake is horrid. It looks terrible because it's been with me everywhere, that's why. Who's it by? It's by Prosper Yarn on Prosper Sock. I think it's a 75-25 muck in there. Don't know how. And the colorway, oh that's nice inside that. The colorway is Rubber Soul. So yeah, working away on that. These are Knit Pro Mindful Collection 2.25mm circulars. Again, not too much to write home about that. I feel like I'm not talking about these much, but I don't know what you can really say about a pair of vanilla socks. And then in this bag from Happy Mermaid Yarn Co. I don't know why I said little. Happy Mermaid Yarn Co. in the States. This was sent to me as a gift a couple years ago. Oh, last year actually, I think. Oh, whoopsies. This is also a hoe. Got a hairband in there. Got all sorts in here. My gosh. Right. So I finished one. These are also for my brother-in-law, so that's why they look absolutely massive. It looks really weird, but they're ribbed, so you know, it's just, yeah, they look really weird, but they are ribbed. So these are the DRK Everyday Socks by Andrea Mowry, and knit out of Prosper yarn again in Prosper sock in the colorway Maud, which is this red color. And this one I am currently on the gusset. It looks really weird because it's ribbed, but see if I can hold it out. Yeah. So, oh, what tag? I got a tag for this one. Hey. This is her old label. It's a bit faded on the back. But yeah, this is old. I got this on clearance from Loopine Woolco when I was in Auckland. Not the last time, the time before that. Because I did have to go back for a last minute trip a couple weeks ago. But I did not have time to visit any yarn shops. And again, to be perfectly honest, normally I'd be in the mood for visiting yarn shops, but for that trip I was not. I was there to see family. So yeah. Another sock whip. I think that's all of them. I believe so. If we find more, we'll find more. I'll have a drink. Right. Okay, I'm gonna grab this one because it is out, because I was working on it just before I started podcasting. So I'm gonna bring this out. This has been my main focus this week. It has been living in this bag, which is by Roseabylily. She's a local maker to me, and this was the first proper project bag that I ever bought, and I love it. It's lovely big size, and it's like my go-to sweater bag. This is a colorwork sweater. So I had the complete intention of knitting this jumper to wear to Capital Fibre Fest, because I am using Sarah from Mamawooling's yarn and she's going to be there, so I thought it'd be really cool to have a new sweater knitted out of her yarn I can wear and I can show her. So I had the full intention of wearing it to Capital Fibre Fest. However, time caught up on me, and Capital Fibre Fest is next week, so we are trying, but I don't know if I can finish a jumper in a week. We'll see. I don't have uni currently, so I am working, but then I have time in the day where if I don't need to go to uni for any interviews or appointments or anything, I pretty much can knit and sleep and clean my house, because I don't have anything else that I need to do right now. So this is going to look really weird because it's on a relatively small cable, but I'm still knitting the colourwork, so. And then once I finish the colourwork, I've got to split for the sleeves anyway, so I don't think I'm going to bother changing the cable. But this looks really weird right now. Is Acorns and Antlers by Johanna. I hope I pronounced that right. It is a turtleneck, hence why this bit here. And I'm on the colourwork yoke, and it looks really good on camera. That makes me excited. And then it has a different, like a main motif on the front. And there's my floats. I am knitting these using my Licker interchangeable indigo set that I picked up last year on 3.5 millimeters, I believe. Yes. And then, oh, I'm getting myself, now I've shown you this, it's tangled. That's fun. the colourways I'm using, one looks relatively intact and the other is completely falling apart because it's getting towards the end of the cake. The contrast colour, this was part of Mamawooling's cast on calendar last year, so but she had some extras that she dyed, so I got the duo in the cast on calendar and then I ordered more when she put them up on the shop. This is Down the Rabbit Hole. Got hair on it, mine and the cat's. Down the Rabbit Hole, which is a lovely bluish kind of teal colour. And then the one that's a complete mess right now is Wonderland. This cake is just looking rather sad, but it's coming towards the end and I've got to wind a new one. Both of these are on plush fingering, which is her 8515. That sounds right. Merino nylon base. And yeah, I'm having a lot of fun with this. I haven't done colour work since I did my... What was the last time I colour work? I did my Novelli. That was the last time I did colour work, and it was just that colour work band. Like, you can't, I'm trying to show you, but you can't actually see my torso, just like around the bottom. Whereas this is like a whole colour work yoke. And I'm actually really enjoying it. I got frustrated with it at the beginning because I misread the instructions and I was doing it late at night, which is not a good idea to do if you're not confident with the designer and the pattern and the technique. Don't do it at night. Bad idea. So I did have to tink back, which was so annoying, tinking back colour work, but I'm getting the hang of it now and I'm really enjoying it. So yeah, this is Acorns and Antlers, and hopefully I can wear it next Saturday, but we'll see. I've not got very long because I've also got to block it, so I think I might be a little wee bit ambitious. If I don't finish this in time, then I plan on wearing my keto, but we will see. So yeah, that is my main project right now. I'm actually going to pop it next to me because I will be working on it after I finish recording this. I'm going to move the bag though, because I don't need the stuff that's in there right now. That's yarn that I wound when I went to Auckland but never used because I did not have time. Another big bag. This is another one by Little Black Hen. And this is not an Advent project. I got the winter solstice. I guess it is kind of an Advent, but like the winter solstice countdown from Yarn Therapy last year. And this is what this is. Ooh, make sure I don't have anything falling off the needles. This is I always get it confused, but I'm pretty sure it was the ADVENTuresome wrap by Ambah Obrien. This is where we are. So you start there and you work your way up. I actually get quite excited seeing these on camera because it makes me so excited to get these finished. These are on 3.75mm Give My Liquor interchangeable needles, and I think almost halfway through. I did at one point focus on this and then realised that, Capital Fibre Fest is coming up soon. I need to finish my Acorns and Antlers. Acorns and Antlers jumper, and I was still on the turtleneck at the time, so I was like, need to get a wriggle on. And then also got to the colour work as well, which is piquing my interest right now. And so this has been a little bit on the back burner, but it will be the next one I think I'll pick up after. Either that or one of my sock whips, because there's a lot of those. I cannot remember what the base is. I know it's a hide vest. I actually don't know if I don't think I have the tags. So apologies, I actually don't know what the base is, but It's a merino nylon high twist, I know that. But yeah, this is very meditative actually. I really enjoyed working on this. I've knit a few of Ambah Obrien's patterns, and yeah, I've been having a good time with them. I like how they're written. I think it was actually Sarah of Mamawooling who introduced me to Ambah Obrien, because I saw her at Supernova Fibre Fest here in Palmy, and there was Ambah was doing an MKAL, and Sarah had kits, and I was like, you know what, that might be fun. I'll, give it a go. And that kind of opened a rabbit hole for me. So yeah, adventuresome wrap. What else do we have left? I do have an MKAL, but I'll leave that till last, I think. This is a Mamawooling bag. This is barely started. It will be a top. I started this a while ago, actually. These are 3.5mm. These are my Knit Picks interchangeables, Caspian wood, and this is the back-to-back top. I cannot remember who it's by, but I do want it, and someone's building, and I do want to make it. It's got a folded over neckline, I guess, because it's there and it goes out and then it laces. But yeah, I have not really worked on this at all. It's just chilling, to be perfectly honest. This yarn is from Stash, because I'm going through trying to get rid of some of my stash, or knit some of it anyway, because I need to downsize. Drops Muscat mercerized cotton, which is left over from a top I made one of my friends a couple of years ago now. A few years ago now. And it's 100% mercerized cotton. I got this from Wool Warehouse. I was still living in Auckland at the time, so that's how long ago I got that. And so yeah, I mean, I would like to get back to knitting this. It's a lovely colour. I don't particularly like knitting with cotton, but I mean, probably not a bad thing to have a cotton top. So there's very little of that, but it is a whip, technically. Probably more than a UFO at this point, because I haven't worked on it in ages. And then I have another whip / UFO, haven't really touched in a while. This bag is by Knit Bits. I do love this bag. And this is one of those like TikTok, blah blah. I'm very out of practice. TikTok hexagon cardigans. Not very much of it. This is a 4.5, yes, crochet hook. And the yarn, I don't actually think I don't have the tag, but this is Lion, no. Is it Lion Brand? No, it's not, it's Caron. It's Caron Skinny Cakes I got from Spotlight. This colorway sold out, so I have one cake, and then I have a ball of Marvel. That's very similar to like the peachy pink color, so I'm going to use that once I run out. To do the sleeves. That's my plan. This is 100% acrylic, but it's very soft. So I don't feel like there's much to write home about that one. I say that about all of them, to be honest, but yeah, just crochet a hexagon and go from there, really. But again, that's kind of been a bit abandoned right now. I guess we'll get onto the MKAL. So if you are knitting the Ambah Obrien Supernova MKAL, I suggest you look away and I'll tell you when to come back. I'm just going to show it. I'm not going to talk too much about it. I'm going to say what needles I'm using, what yarn I'm using, but I won't talk too much about it. So you can listen, but just look away if you don't want to see it. This is another Mamawooling project bag. I can't remember, I think I got it last year, I think. Right, I'm going to bring it out. I have finished clue 1. It's all bunched up because of my cable. But yeah. Show you that. This yarn is Yarnfloozy. So I haven't actually used her yarn before. No, I lie. I have. I've used her sock yarn before. I cannot remember what. Do I have a tag? I do have a tag. There we go. Yarnfloozy. It's her staple base, which is 100% merino, 100 grams, approximately 400 meters, 4-ply. And I'll just give you a bit of a preview of what the project bag looks like on the inside. Lots of warm tone colours, and then just the one cool tone main. So yeah, clue 1 finished. I'm using 3.75mm Knit Pro, no, not Knit Pro, Knit Picks, Caspian needles for that. That was a quick MKAL update. If you were looking away, you can look back now. Now it's just chat, and I need to quickly finish this chat because my camera is going to cut me out in about 15 minutes. So, I've been talking about downsizing, and now none of this is confirmed yet. We are still in the early stages, so don't know yet. But as I mentioned, I'm a university student. I'm currently in my first year of Bachelor of Accountancy, and my uni, as many do, have a student exchange program. I had a look into it and decided to apply, and I got an email, would have been last Thursday, so I just kicked the tripod, that I had been at the stage. I still got to do my interview, and they're still waiting for, I think, one of my references, and they're going through my course selection at the moment. And so this is not a confirmation. This is just this is where we are right now. But provided all goes well, I've been selected for nomination for the University of Dundee, which is in Scotland. So if all goes well, in about, we're in June now, end of June, July, August, September, October, November, about between 5 to 6 months, I'm going to be moving back home to the UK. So for a year, not permanently, because I do need to finish my degree here. But if all goes well, then yes, which means moving out of this house, which makes me sad because I do love this house. But you know, if that happens, then yes, we'll have to move out of this house. We'll have to move all our stuff back to Auckland, and I will need to decide what I want to bring with me, and that includes my knitting stuff. So I need to downsize my stash. I also want to finish a lot of my projects because I want to get to a point where I've only got maybe 1 or 2 going at a time, just because it will be easier, one, to get things finished, and then if I still have things on the needles when I leave, it's less projects to pack in either my checked bag or my carry-on. It just makes it a lot easier. So that is what's happening right now. They've started the process. I have filled out all my additional paperwork that they needed, and I'm just waiting to find out when my interview is going to be. So kind of a weird time right now, but very exciting. My cat is going to knock over my drink. I can see that ending very badly. You can't see because she's here next to you, but she has claimed a section of my coffee table and my cup was in the way. So, typical cat. Yeah, see, now she's just laid down and on the coaster. Thank you. Not my problem. It's a table, not a cat bed. So that's kind of the big news, really. I do want to get back into podcasting more. As I said at the beginning, I miss it. I don't know why I stopped. I don't know. And I think I did record a couple, but just ended up never uploading them for whatever reason, and I'm not quite sure why. But yeah, also my Ravelry has been a little bit, I think I've been a bit slack on it, to be honest, because I recently started using Knit and Note, which is an app, and I have been updating on that, but not updating on my Ravelry, so apologies. I will try and do that. I probably need to do an admin day of just going through and updating my Ravelry, I think, but that is all good. My camera's going to time out in about 10 minutes, so I'm just thinking, if there's anything else I need to add? I don't think so. I will, when I find out about what's happening with the exchange, I will definitely be sharing it because I'm super excited about it. And possibly I'll be showing you some of the process of downsizing things. Speaking of downsizing knitting supplies, Knitty Natty is completely downsizing and packing at the moment, and so I've been watching her videos, and it's been a lot of inspiration, actually. I've quite enjoyed that. Because even though I'm not going to be living in a van like she will be, I need to fit my life into 1 or 2 suitcases. And I've got 6 months to do it. Which sounds like a while, but when you've accumulated a house full of stuff, it's a lot. So, yeah. It's a little bit daunting. And I think the plan is, even if I don't get in, I'm just going to start decluttering soon, because it's probably not a bad idea to decrease the amount of stuff in my house that I don't need, because I can guarantee you I don't need everything. And then if I end up going, great, makes that easier. But if I don't end up going, it just means I have more space in my house, which is not a bad thing. So I am going to head off. I need to hang up my washing, and I really want to knit more on my Acorn and Antlers, and I need to get this up, because if I don't start putting it up pretty much as soon as I'm done, I will forget and it won't go up, which is not helpful at all. So I'm going to stop blabbering, because I'm probably going to lose people otherwise. I'm going to get off, get this ready to upload, sort out my washing because I need my uniform for tomorrow, and yeah, get on to some more knitting and some more cleaning, because my house needs cleaning. So thank you for joining me. I hope you enjoyed it. Hopefully I will have a decent amount of progress to show you next week, depending on how comfortable I feel. I'm not going to make any promises, because I love watching vlogs, but I hate recording out in public. So I don't know if I'll actually record Capital Fibre Fest, or if I'll just talk about it afterwards. I don't know. No idea. So, but I will probably at least tell you about it next week. As for podcasts, that'll probably still be Sunday, I think, because I don't know if I'll be able to do it Saturday. Saturday's going to be busy. We're travelling to Upper Hutt and then back again, and then we've got a leaving party for someone, so we might be busy, but that's okay. Anyway, I'm going to let you go. Thank you for joining me today. I hope you enjoyed it. Take care. I hope you are able to have time this week to do something that you enjoy, maybe knit on a project that brings you joy, and I will see you next week. Bye.